Welcome back. This is Louis Repetto. I am leaving Scientology. That's my channel. And I am just here to update y'all on me and what's happening. Yesterday, the police arrested me for um, walking in front of the Church of Scientology with a scam sign. And they cuffed me and put me into their car and then put me in jail. And I have a court date at July 17th, and the two uh, misdemeanors were not misdemeanors. The two ordinance violations they claim is failure to obey and
To comply.
failure to comply
And disturbing a house of worship.
and disturbing a house of worship. So that's on July 17th. So yeah, thank you, Marissa Secret. Hope you are doing well. Thank you. I'm good. I actually went to work today and I didn't even think, yesterday was it was a different experience. And today I woke up and I felt refreshed and I went out to work and I helped so many people, and there were so many appreciative people to me at work. It was great. And then, oh my gosh, this silly little thing over here, little fruit fly thing. So yeah, hide the current comment. Yeah. Then, okay, so that was this morning, and then, Tony, if you haven't watched anything of Natalie Webster's yet, there's a tribute video for Tony, and I watched that like 3 or 4 times and cried and cried. And, I only got the pleasure of talking to him once after a live with Natalie. And he was just like, "You're doing it, Lewis. You are doing so good. Just keep going. It's a process. You can make it. It's gonna sometimes it's gonna be rough, but just keep going. You're doing it. You're doing so great." And he was just like a really great. It was like so nice to have a man just saying that to me. And then so I miss Tony. He was Facebook's friends with me, and he liked some of my posts and he was like commenting and stuff. So I'm just gonna miss him. Um, So that's mostly what's been happening with me today. So, I'm home safe, and I'm safe at I've been safe today, and I've been reading up on all of these ordinances and what a trial would be like, and all of these kinds of variations and things. And that's been really helpful. So I'm just going to continue that and continue to get advice from legal people and continue to research and find out more about this. And I think it's going to be an amazing experience over the next 40 years with the Church of Scientology. I'm sure. I'm just going to learn so much about the law. I'm going to find out everything I can. Thank you for watching. I'm just looking through the live chat because Tony was okay, yes, thank you, Bridge. At 1872, Tony was a shining light for all of us. His light will continue to shine. Yes, I definitely remember that. Talking to him, that little 5 minutes, and it was just amazing. So, But otherwise, for me, that's what I'm doing. I'm safe at home. I went to work. I'm successful. Um, and I've got another month or so until this the first date of the hearing. So that's all. Should I talk about anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
Um,
think you did
how
good.
have I been feeling? I've been feeling like I don't know, other than the sadness of Tony, but the this
I think it's everything. You've been angry. You've been sad.
yeah, I think I've not been up and down. Let's say it like that. I will
No.
say I've been, in action, and I've been like um talking to people like who've just been giving me encouragement, saying we're there for you in the comments, just liking those. Seeing those things, it makes me feel so much better. And even if no one none of the, yeah, it just makes me feel better seeing all the comments. And then I got several emails from people. One was about how the Church of Scientology, they make you sign these contracts and they basically own your soul. And you cannot, you don't have a right to defend yourself against the Church of Scientology after you've sold your soul to Scientology in order to go free up the bridge. So I'm going to try to keep thinking about that and using that in my analogies, because that was a good point to be able to just translate, go from. I want to learn more about God in the Bible and stuff too. I think there's more there to be understood by me. I've never really understood it, and yeah. Um. Yes, in action. Good job. Thank you. Do you think you've suffered any ill effects of having your freedom taken that way? It looked traumatic. I don't know. Should I answer this question?
I think that's an okay generalized question.
Okay. Um. Ill effects of having your freedom taken that way. I will say it makes me think that there are people out there. I mean, it just makes me think about other people who, don't have any support. What about those people? It's like, I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. Yeah. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm doing good. Um, and I'm successful. I helped tons of people today. I'm feeling pretty happy, and I drank a couple cups of coffee today, and oh, I watched Aaron's lives too. That was really good. He did a couple of lives, but I didn't watch them live. And then yeah, I worked hard, and I just I'm not, yeah, I don't really know where to go with this.
Yeah, I think it's too soon to really think about the ill effects of having your freedom taken away. Like, I feel like we're still in the middle of processing.
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of processing. I don't really know what all that entails, my freedoms and rights. I guess my First Amendment right is really the question here.
I also, like, you being frisked without probable cause sucks.
Right, without being frisked, yes. Well, it's not even that, yeah, it's not even that he just, I mean, he like lunged at me.
Right.
I was, I'm not going to say how I felt.
We know you're scared.
Yeah, I said it in the video. I said I'm scared of you. Let's say I was on the spectrum,
Yeah.
like how would these cops handle it? Or something like, let's say someone on the spectrum is like, totally freaked out by these cops. There's like four cops like surrounding you. And they're just, and then the cops go, you step back half a step, so therefore you're resisting executing an order, and the
Yeah.
person's just like freaking out,
They don't even give you any chance to even respond. Like, you haven't even heard the words before they're already taking action.
Right. They don't, like, they're taking action as soon as they're saying the words. And he's like, stop. She is giving you. And I'm like, okay, stop. I'm stopping. I don't know if I should say this part.
I don't
So,
know.
yeah. I describe more about the incident, but I'm not like, but you can't see it in the video. You probably can only see it in their body cameras. So stuff that was happening. I don't really know if I should say anything, because
Yeah, I feel like less is better.
less is better. Okay, so yeah, they were like, they got me in, they put me in those handcuffs, and then they, later on, the cops were talking behind the door. I was in the locked cage, and I could kind of overhear them talking, and the lady cop was like, oh, should I say any of this stuff? Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if you should or not.
Oh my god, what I say to I don't
I
say.
know, we want
I'm
to
so
share.
sorry.
We want to share, but we also don't want to incriminate ourselves.
Yes, less is way better. Circus rider. You're such a pretty horse.
Oh, I do like that pony.
We love that pony. I want to get that pony.
Can you bring the pony over?
My girlfriend wants to know if you can bring that pony here. Eaglewood is talking to another person. Sweet. Don't say too much. Gotcha. Catching up. Thank you. So yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm doing okay. If you're just dropping in, I'm at home. I mean, I'm working. I work today, and work is going good. And I worked really hard. I just helped so many people today. So many people were so appreciative to me in real life and on YouTube and on Facebook, on the emails. My friends, on texts and stuff. So all of that's just so freaking helpful. That's so helpful. I'd say for right now, that's the number one thing. As many hearts as you can get in those comments, just heart me. All right. Yes, this is a supportive community. Over and out. Absolutely. Exactly. Big Blue. Wow. I don't know what that is. That's cool, though. Oh, sweet. Yeah, hearts. I love it.
Those
Glad
are
you're
pretty
doing better
hearts.
today. Thank you. Dreamscape. Nice. I love it.
Oh, I wish those
Ooh, I
sparkle
see all the
hearts would show up.
hearts.
Yeah, hearts.
So, yeah, I've just been, when I came out of there, I was like totally, my TR0 was in, which is like Scientology speak for I have no emotions, I'm not reacting to anything, and I was kind of put in that mode. And then, so then, but I was also really relaxed at the end at the jail place, you know. And then, I mean, it was not very comfortable, but these are awesome hearts. I love them. Thank you. Sweet. Hey, Cubs champion 16. I saw that video you did with the Scientologist about this course. That was really cool. It's so interesting that he has no idea about anything about his religion. That he's that their religion is covering up SA and all kinds of things. He just he just has no idea, it's he has no idea anything about those things. So Cubs champion, he's a live streamer, and he interviewed a Scientologist about a course. And the guy was just a longtime Scientologist and from the 90s, and he was telling him about how these courses helped him in just regular things in his life, you know. So this guy, it's 40 years later, and he just still has no idea. He hasn't looked at any of the internet. He hasn't seen anything about Danny Masterson. He doesn't know about, what happened with individual people, like people from the Leah Remini show. So many people from that show. Just that show itself. He could watch season 2 and be like, wow. He can't even do that. Sad. Christy, I think they thought he was Elron Liar, whom was trespassed the day before. Maybe. No surprise. They came out and pulled him back inside. Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's right. At the very end, this guy that Cubs champion was interviewing, they grabbed him as soon as he was seen talking to the protester. And Cubs champion was not even saying anything negative. He was just like, "Oh, cool. When did you get in?" And that's it. He didn't say even anything about SPTV or nothing. Yet Scientology is a cult, and they have to keep their people like really. That's how closely they have to keep on top of their people. They physically have to do it. Wow, it's just wild. Over and out. This is Scientology's strategy. Harass the protesters with citations and restraining orders. Thank you. Catching up. Looks like they just motivated you even more and grown your support. To be honest with you, I don't think there's a greater motivation for me. I was born in it, and I think that they just don't understand the perseverance that I have, and that I'm obviously never going to stop talking about the abuses of Scientology and how they destroyed my family and, my lives that I had seen in real life, other families and things. So I'm a survivor of Scientology. It's a cult, and I'll never. I don't know. This doesn't really give me more fuel, and it doesn't bring out a new side in me. I think all these sides are possibly already there, because I was abused by them for 31 years. I was groomed in all their schools, and then the story. I got sucked into their C organization and such things. Yes. So, yeah. That's funny, Cubs champion. Thanks. SJ, you have a beautiful heart. So, I'm doing okay. If you're just dropping in, I was working today, and I was doing well, and I was doing well, and definitely, like, I've been just, studying up on my P's and Q's for this, the violations that I've been charged with, the municipality violations, they said. Just been studying up on that, and, I've been mourning Tony. Passed away, and I just been watching his tribute video with Ono Nora and Natalie. If you haven't seen it, I definitely advise tissues. I've been crying about it today a lot. Xenu Free. These cops seem intent on arresting anyone there. L. Ron Liar was not trespassed ever from there. Just said he could never come back. That's right. According to the live video that he streamed, would yeah. Yeah, I just feel sad for the next victim of the cops. You know, I'm pretty you know, I had they came at me, and so yeah, I'm just feel sad for their next victim, for the next victim of the cops. Like, yes, is like, wow, soft skills. The if you haven't seen the video where the cops are coming at me, it's at 15:20 on the channel at Elron Liar 91. It starts at 15:20 and then it goes from there. And so with them, that first 15 minutes of me out there with my scam sign and everything, within the first 15 minutes, there was like people there, and I was just like, I did what I did, and I'm not saying anything. SP Panda, spreading misinformation helps no one. Yeah, exactly. SP Panda, you don't know shit.
Well, they
Because
were just saying that DOA officially quit, and apparently other people are saying that he just went live a few minutes ago and said that he officially is not protesting.
yeah, that's fine. He doesn't have to protest right now. He could take 3 months off and come back. He could take 6 months off and come back. He could take a year off and come back. It's a new, DOA himself, defender of ants in his title. He is the defender of ants. So he's going to be coming back. He's going to be coming back because that's his title. That's who he is. But yeah, also 3 months, if, it's a blip. And there's plenty of people out there that are protesting peacefully in front of the buildings that we can keep the torch going. Yeah, a day missed is like a week in Scientology. Yeah. L. Ron Liar can't walk on a public sidewalk. The cult is making this too easy. Right. So in his video, they told him he can't even come back at all. The cops did. They said, you can't come back. Like, that's a restraining order. But you know what? They might have been right, because point number 3 on the pink paper, it says, must not tamper with any witness or victim, and must prevent other people from, must not be able to tamper with the victim or the witness. So, maybe, I don't know, maybe that is true. He can't come back. Maybe I can't come back. Maybe I can't even drive on that street anymore. What are they going to do? They could probably have like someone following me in a camera with a camera car. One of those little Google camera cars. Just following me around everywhere. Oh, he drove on a Scientology lane. He is infecting us. It's real at Dreamscape. All right.
That was in regards to DOA.
Yeah, in regards to DOA. No, I get that. But I'm not freaking out over it. Like, yeah, he's a person too. So I'm doing fine. And right now I'm if you want to do something for me, if you want to just show your support, just send hearts on comments in my community tab when I just update things. But right now I'm just reading the information about what I've been charged with. And then I just finding the best advice to take, whether it's I have to pay for it or whether or not or if it's free or if it's pro bono. Maybe I can get a firm to come in, a firm that has a bunch of different types of lawyers in it, you know. There are possibilities, and I am absolutely a communicator. The Church of Scientology wants to inflict pain and trauma by having protesters arrested and have to deal with that aftermath. It's in the OSA manual on how to stop protesters. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean the trauma. Yeah. Um, but I understand about it gets involved. You have to. Oh no, I'm so worried that I'm gonna go to jail and all these things, and oh, it's gonna cost money. I feel like, yeah. Um, oh, I'm so traumatized by the cops and all these things. I have to just. Um, that's just a really good point. I don't know what I'm saying there. It's a really good point. Thank you. Keep saying it. Keep saying things like that, please. Saying things like, "Hey," because I actually have to go to a court date. We'll see if, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Haha. Okay, here we go. Oh, he went 11 minutes. Gotcha. Yeah, that's okay. He can express his emotions. Like, he has 7-hour videos, guys, and you know how many things he talks about. Renee B. Lewis, how are you doing today? I woke up. I felt refreshed. I was ready to go. And I went to work. And I helped a whole bunch of people. And I felt so good about that. And I just read up on this information about the ordinances. And I felt, more equipped. And I read more about the St. Louis system. And things like that of that nature. And, I've then so about regarding the thing, I feeling like not so traumatized. I don't know if I was is it trauma?
It is.
It is trauma. I'm getting a yes as trauma over here. So yeah, I'm traumatized. I was traumatized. Still processing. That cop was so out of pocket, it was disgusting. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah. I love watching the Streets LA because he's just like so bold with the people. It's great. L. Ron Lyer did not receive a court-ordered restraining order. He has a right to protest. That's what Over and Out says. Did not receive a court order. Okay, so the point about how it was, okay, gotcha. It's not like he was told by the court, officially with a writing that says, "Hey, you can't you can't come here." That's a good point. You should sue the PD. If anyone does have a lawyer or a firm that they know of that's big or small or whatever, like in the firm with Tom Cruise, that small firm, but it was like real important. They were super fancy. If anyone's got anything like that, or they know of one, totally email me. My email is in my profile, lewisrepetto999@gmail.com. Email me, or just email me hearts too. You can email me hearts as well. But yeah, because I don't know much about it right this moment, but I will know more. But if I can get a bigger firm or something to do pro bono, if I can like make a pitch, like how soon do I have to make a pitch to get a pro bono? Are there forms to do to get pro bonos? I guess these are things to ask Google. And I'm not just saying I want to get a pro bono lawyer for this one specific thing. I'm talking about an entire firm. Because I know when I just want this specific thing, I'm going to get the correct advice when I need it. Yeah, bullshit in the chat. That was awesome. Thank you. It's really, Marissa's secret. It's really frightening. Who do you call on the cops? Right. Yeah. So I was actually, I don't know what to say there. Can't say anything on that. I did have a second cell phone in my pocket in case I needed to call 911. Because I know the Scientologists are violent. You know, I just read a reference today because I remembered it. I didn't read the whole thing, but I read this quote from this book right here. L. Ron Hubbard, Scientology Ethics Book. So in here, he says that Scientologists who are coming after or committing harmful acts on the Church of Scientology are asking the Church of Scientology to be their executioner. And that's actually the word that he uses. You can look it up in the index in here. He says executioner. Check this out. I'm not going to read the excerpt, but this is just another example of how violent these people are. Executioner, person becoming, trying to elect. 46, page 46. I mean, violent L. Ron Hubbard is. Because L. Ron Hubbard is always using, give him a black eye, put a head on a pike, do R245 on him. All of these like jokes, but he's using violence inside his little jokes. And so for maybe some Scientologists, they could recognize this as not a joke and think he is actually saying, do put a head on a pike. Because in other places, he actually means what he says. If he says, destroy them, you destroy them. Okay. Okay. He's talking about people who are trying to. He's just talking about people. Actually, you would care to use him. Okay. He's talking about people that are. I'll just read this part to you. He says, I ought to know. I have more people try to elect me an executioner than you would care to imagine. He's bragging about it in this book. What the fuck, dude? Hold on. There's another thing in here. It's actually a fair game thing. I had it marked. He always means what he says. He would couch the more extreme stuff in jokes so that he could paper Tiger if he needed to. Right. That is so weird. I'm just realizing all that so much. Can the SPTV Foundation help with legal fees? I'm not sure. It's a really good question. Put it on there. So, let me just get this one thing here. I'm going to just find it.
Did the thing fall out?
What? It wasn't on that bookmark.
Wow.
Oh, here it is. It was on the bookmark. You're so smart. Okay, there's a reference here. This is actually fair game. It's actually in the ethics book. This is nuts. Ethics book.
Ethics.
Chapter The Justice of Scientology. Its use and purpose, being a Scientologist. At the very end, has anybody informed the FDA of our amnesty? Well, did you know the FDA was looking for a way out of their mess for fear we'd sue for $1 million? They dropped the e-meter case if they thought we wouldn't sue. It says right there. It says right there. And this is not confidential. This book is not confidential. So I think that's fair game.
If you have a PayPal, so the UK people can help.
Yes, I do have a PayPal. It is on my YouTube channel, and if it's it's not on my YouTube channel. Okay.
We'll figure it out and we'll update.
I will figure it out and I will put it in my YouTube channel. Absolutely, I would. That will help so much. But I will know specifically as well. I will know specifically numbers too. You know, in the next few, whenever I find out, I will know and I'll let everyone know. I'll update people, and yeah. So boom. Thank you for asking. Yes, none of the protesters here have been served a restraining order. Hold on here. I thought I missed one here.
I think it's
Ask Aaron for help. He said he would help. Yeah, he will help, I'm sure.
When Elron got talked to over the weekend,
yeah,
they told him that he had to be far enough away to where even the Church of Scientology couldn't pretend to even hear him. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Wow. Did you hear that? She said they were pretending that the police told Elron Liar that he's got to be far enough away where the Church of Scientology can't pretend that they hear him. That's pretty long. That's interesting. I mean, is it illegal though to make a gigantic sign, like 6x6, that says Scientology is a cult on it, and just like have it across the street and just run it back and forth? I don't know. So that's another thing. So I know I could look things up on the internet. I know I can Google them, but I'm not a lawyer. So it would be actually good to always have a firm or a lawyer on retainer to ask, like, hey, what do you think about this thing?
I think that Ketzel Pie, she does have a point. You were always raised thinking that the cops would never help you. I think we need to make sure that the lawyer knows that you have extra fear of them.
Right, because they never did help me when I was stuck in that cult. In fact, when I ran away from home, the cops brought me back. You know where my parents put me after that? On course, in a Scientology church with adults who were doing sexual bull bait. To obtain a restraining order. To obtain a restraining order, you have to go to court, and a judge ordered that they're very difficult to get there, the most abused motion in the court system. Okay. Keep going. Keep saying stuff. Lewis, your fear of the cops arresting you was palpable. In your voice, your words, your action. Is that not due to your lifelong intentional but still inexperience with normal society and norms?
Yeah.
My girlfriend says yes. So I'm going with that. But, yeah. I won't say anything more because maybe we can use that against the Church of Scientology or something in a future lawsuit against them. Doop-a-doo. That's why I need a firm. there's so many freaking law firms though, big ones too. I mean, but they gotta know, they're gonna be messing with Scientology. I mean, what are they gonna get run off the road like that one dude, the Leah Remini, no, the lawyer for against a prosecutor against Danny Masterson. So he says that he was run off the road by Scientology. How fucking psycho is that? That's the executioner in L. Ron Hubbard. I'm really careful when I drive too, and I have cameras on my car. It's great. Oh, I have cameras all over. I've got cameras in my eyeballs right now. Very telling. Nope, that's not illegal. Sweet. Boom. Hope you're a lawyer. But we're going to look it up anyways. Because I'm sure they're combing over, oh, what can we do to stop these people? They're telling people about our child trafficking cult. They're telling, and we're not getting as many children. We need to use the children as defense. Let's put the children outside our big blue buildings and have them be the defense against the protesters. Because that's, like, if you're going to have, I mean, just put them, put the children somewhere else. Like, why can't you just, I don't know, at that big blue building, like right on that lane there? If that's your big concern, that they're going to be harassed or whatever, why would you put them right in front there? Because you're abusing children. That's why. Scientology is abusing children. Yes, your valid Your valid fear at cops and arrest. Completely new experience due to your background is highly relevant to your charges. Okay. Got it. Big helium balloons. Scientology is a cult. Yes, I like it. I'm not doing anything like that, tomorrow or anything because, like it says in the order or whatever, I don't want to be violating the law. Do silent protests with big signs. Yeah. Magically Mystic. Scientology didn't realize it was you. You are now able to take this opportunity to tell the courts all the abuse you suffered. The CS don't want that. I am in St. Louis. We'll email lawyer info. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. There's more. I want to say stuff about this too, but I don't want to give stuff away to Scientology. Because someone told me today, don't tell Scientology your strategy. They're going to be prepared for whatever that your strategy is. And man, I got to tell you, I think I'm pretty sharp. But you know what? We'll see. Clear. Did the cops know how insane they acted? No. So, no, they had no idea that it was a bad arrest. Oh, no, no, I don't think so. I don't know. That's speculation, I guess, for me. Lewis Reed, okay, it's relevant. Got it. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I feel it the same way. Cops are to be feared. Right. Oh, yeah, I should totally ask Aaron's lawyer friend, Zach. Yeah, definitely. I'm probably gonna email him and Aaron and I just feel like I want to just more and more for Tony's loss and just process a little more before I go on like lives or things like that. I know this is alive. I don't know what I'm saying here. Two sandwiches tall. What types of legal actions are you considering? For yesterday, I would Google St. Louis law firm police brutality.
I mean, that's a good idea. Thanks, two sandwiches.
That's a good idea. Thanks, two sandwiches. Yeah. I mean, the witnesses were live streamers. That's it. I mean, they weren't there. They were not. They were watching. People were watching. Yeah. There was like 4 cops there to give me a citation.
Can we ask questions? Do you think people will know?
Yeah, sure. Let's ask.
Do you think that having the school resource officer implies anything? Like, why would they send a school resource officer to deal with this?
So, in the early on in the video that I streamed, there's a not early on, but right before the cops parked without their lights on, the somebody pulled into the lot who was a school resources car, and I am curious to know if anyone knows why that would be there or could guess. So yeah. But knowing, okay, here's my, I don't know if I should say, but I just said it about Big Blue, how Scientology uses kids to, as a buffer. That's so fucked up. I gotta say, they use kids as a buffer to what they perceive as a serious physical threat. They use kids as a buffer. That's what they're doing. That is just insanity. Irrelevant Panda. I'm sure Aaron Person will do whatever he can to help, but I know the foundation absolutely cannot help with legal fees. He has said so a few times.
It's okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. There are other things too. Like I've got other things like dental or whatever situations. Or, I need a foot enlargement. If I suddenly need that, I could get the SPTV Foundation help there, so not lying to them, but but thank you for answering that. Two sandwiches. I think Pawn the Hockey has an office in STL. They're huge. Thank you. I'm going to actually go on their website and apply, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They say no. I've been said no to a lot when I worked, when you're just in life selling things or whatever, or just trying to sell yourself, no, I've gotten rejection. I don't mind the rejection. Thanks, Gina. Lewis sending hugs and support. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you. Me too, Louis. Lewis, see the court case Xenu Free posted above. Okay. I'll ask her to send it to me too. It's me, Jane. It's me, Jane. Cops abuse too. Yeah, they sure do. Get buried. You got this, Lewis. Thank you. Protest big signs and big inflatables. Yeah. You know what? I still have that one video with the Christ, where the guy with the giant cross is going, and in that video I'm yelling at the Church of Scientology. Hey, you cult, get out of here. You know how many views that thing's gonna have? It's on YouTube, Instagram. That's. I'm sure. You know what? It seems kind of date coincidence almost that we were all in that, and then now, Scientology is just scrambling to make up anything. Yes, totally, right? Hugh, yeah. Not in a good way. Like, total meanie. Ooh, Kenny from South Park. We should get some, yeah, we could do all kinds of stuff. Get a Wacky Hands inflatable Gumby balloon. Nice. I think we have one of those giant red ones. But the Wacky Hands, heck yeah. I love it. That's such a good idea, and that is so fun. And that's kid friendly too. So F you, Scientology. And your little buffers, assholes. Mina. Yes, me, yeah, so much. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him, and I definitely, we're still friends on Facebook, and I know, his Facebook's gonna be there forever, and I'll just be able to go and visit it and stuff. Hubby, John Wayne. Oh gosh. Yes, live streamers and witnessing the ridiculous actions. Chiara Zona. That reminds me of a public named Mike Chiara. And I don't know what happened to that guy. He had spent like $200,000. He hadn't made it up to clear. He was trying to get onto the OT levels. And I remember he was at our org for so long. And I don't know if he ever made it OT. All that money. Not a lawyer, but you'd be great representing yourself if you fully understood the law, the limited, relatively forward, and minor charges you're facing. Lawyer advice, pass enough. Yes, thank you. Saw that. Collusion with COS and police, but just guessing. Yeah, I don't know what is. I will say there is that, yeah. There's NOI Church as well. So it may not necessarily be COS. Could be their allies. They can just lie and make up stuff. They're in a religion, and so they can basically abuse people and just lie about it, and so no one bats an eye. If you get sucked into the cult, no one's gonna notice you, and you can't get real justice. Yeah, I know it would be good to have a second person for real. Poe on the go. Retired police advises that protesters should go out in pairs. Someone just said that. Always have someone with you when you're out there to film and have witness. Yeah, I know. I mean, we were just a little. Yeah. Yes. Rest in peace, Tony. It's coming up to 5 minutes to about an hour. So I just want to thank everyone for watching on the replay and watching now live. and just getting an update. And I'll just try to keep you everyone updated, and I'll put all my payment links if you would like to financially send support, whether it's $1 or if it's $10,000 or $500,000. We can figure out something with the IRS. We can arrange some sort of deal where if someone gives me $500,000, we can sue each. We can hire private investigators and sue each of these people and find out where it's coming from that all of a sudden they're allowed to lie, and the cops act on lies. Like, why is that a thing now? Thank you. Yeah, buddy system. It's yeah. I actually have an idea for that, but I can't go back there right now. I don't have a restraining order necessarily. It's just that, you know, yeah. I just don't want to mess with tampering with a witness or victim.
You're the victim.
Even though I was clearly the victim of those cops. And the fact that I was just exercising my voice while walking on a pathway while cars stream by, and I was literally 90 meters from where they say they could hear me, and then they were outside with their phones saying that they could hear me.
They were taking pictures and videos of you.
They were taking pictures and videos of me.
Why aren't we seeing? Why aren't they showing that? What can you hear from way over there? And that's outside the building.
Yeah, that's outside the building. What can you even hear from that? So send all the hearts. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.